Good morning. So nice to be with you all. Say hello as you're coming on. I'm excited to share what God was speaking this morning. He just kept talking and talking and talking, and I love operating as a scribe, and so I just kept writing. But say hello, say where you're from, where you're connecting from. Hello, Darlene. Good morning. I'm excited about this word. It's not only a word for Canada, I believe it's a word also for our ministry, Discover His Presence, but also a word to the bride of Christ, to his body, the church. And hello, Jaredina. Good morning. Yeah, I'm grateful to have y'all with me, and I'm really blessed by what God's saying. So let me know. I have a little background music on. Let me know if it's too loud, too quiet. I just want some sort of soaking music on in the background while I was sharing what he was saying. Hello, Nano. Big hugs to you. And maybe one of these days we'll get a real hug in. Good morning. Good morning. So this morning, I'm like, God, what do you want to talk about? Because he had not told me a lot about this morning yet. And as I sat there, he's like, just sit down and write. And so I started writing and I started writing for a very long time, actually. And I'm really excited to read what he has shared and have it land on you, bless you, encourage you. So just sit back and just let your spirit listen. Just get comfortable. Tune your spirit in to listen to what he's saying. And today might be a little bit shorter because I feel there's a priority on not adding to his word. So I want to be careful not to just sort of go off randomly afterwards. I want to make sure that we are just sharing what he has and then sort of letting it land. Feel free, if a phrase jumps out at you specifically, feel free to write it in the comments. And because I feel like there's this place of literally meditating on what he's saying that's going to be powerful for other people, and it's just going to create this resonance and frequency in the atmosphere as we're meditating on what God's speaking in this season and for today and for the coming 9 months. So this is exciting. So let's just see. Feel free to just sit back and tune in. And the Spirit of the Lord was saying, tune in to the sound and beauty of my voice, and you will have enough. I'm dealing with weariness and teaching them tools of refreshing. The enemy has gone out to make war against the saints, but like a good hockey coach, I never put all my team players out on the ice at once. Pray for angelic assistance. I love you. I call you to rest and to be in love. You can't win this war without being in love with your bridegroom king, because it's a love war. The enemy wants all your affection, but so do I. I want the affections of your heart, because that is where we start. Come and dance in the dance with me, and I will use you to teach others to dance, to weave and dodge in such elegant beauty. because I am fastening you deeply to my heart. Keep your ear on my heartbeat, beloved, and you will hear all you need to know to win this war and find rest. Keep your ear tuned to my heartbeat. You must learn to move at my rhythm. You must learn to move at the sound of my voice. Coming closer. Warm yourself in the fire of my love. Stir your heart with the fire of my zeal. Remember, beloved, I am the all-consuming one. As the warfare in you meets the fire in me, then it will be no more. As the sickness in you meets the fire in me, it will be no more. As the disease or cancer in you meets the fire in me, it will be consumed. You must learn to live from this place of being in me, consumed by me, and I will consume the warfare, the wounds, the hatred, envy, jealousy, resentment. I will consume it all. For I am a consuming fire, and I will teach you to live from this place of being my liquid love. I will teach you to dwell in this place of rest and flow within my presence. I contain all the revelation you need for every encounter. I contain all the firepower you need for every circumstance. So, all eyes on me, love. All eyes on me. Get your focus off of the enemy and onto the consuming fire until you are enshrouded with my glory fire presence and your flesh is consumed and nothing but my glory fire presence remains. I will be a pillar of fire between you and the enemy, and you will see your enemy drown in the sea, for I will pull off the chariot wheels. My troops, my angel armies are on assignment for you, and I am taking you through the sea, through the transition into the promised land, and you will carry great wealth out of Egypt, for I have not called you to stay in Egypt, beloved. For I will woo you in the wilderness until you come out, leaning on your beloved. And they will say, who is this one? Look at her now. She arises from her desert of difficulty, clinging to her beloved. I am awakening you to my presence like never before. So you can move in power. So you can move in might. You must learn to be ever God conscious. I am aware of the enemy, but you stay fixed on me, focused on me, and let me weave you in and out of the dance. We will dance on the edge of cliffs. We will dance on the ridge of mountaintops, and you will not fall as you keep your eyes fixed, locked on me. Remember, love, the deep confidence within my eyes, the deep love. Come look again, for I long for you to see me as I am, so you can wage war from the truth. I am the truth. And as you know me, every lofty thing raised up against you will bow. I am teaching you to be one with me. Feast on all the treasure of the heavenly realm. I will sit you at my banqueting table, and you will feast in the presence of your enemies and rest in my love. I have dressed you in garments of praise. I have made your burdens light as you have taken on my yoke. It is not heavy, it is light. Let me do the heavy lifting. Shed all the heavy, weighty burdens, the list of expectations weighing you down, and leave them at my feet. I never meant for you to carry such a heavy load. I never designed for you to be discomforted. I created ease in my glory. The war is easy as you learn to dance and sing and praise. Trust me, I'm in it and I'm making it easy. My yoke is easy. Don't try to self-validate by making it hard. You can accomplish more in the ease of my glory than you ever could in the striving of busyness. I must have you bathed in oil so you can be a burning torch. It's not the programs that will prosper. It's the presence of Christ in you, the hope of glory that will change the nations, renew the people, bind the enemy, and see territories fall into kingdom hands. I'm going to say that one again. It's not the programs that will prosper. It's the presence of Christ in you, the hope of glory that will change the nations, renew the people, bind the enemy, and see territories fall into kingdom hands. And if you're just joining us, I'm reading a prophetic word God had me scribe this morning. I'm giving you the kingdom. Beloved, you merely need to approach the throne and ask, for you are my bride, beloved. And all we do from intimacy will prosper. It will bring life, fruitfulness, and vision. I am birthing new things in you, but you must come and know me to carry my seed. You must, yada, know the Lord your God, and I will water the seed and cause it to prosper. Good morning, Brenda. Shake off the grief of the old season and step into the new with me. Let the fruit of our womb ripen. For in 9 months you will see appear what did not exist before. For I am birthing in you a new thing. Stretch out your tent pegs. Look and see, for the deserts will bloom with roses. My presence, fragrance, will fill the deserts where there was no water. There will be fresh wells, fresh springs, and many, many, many will drink from the water I am placing in new lands. It will be a hub of my presence, a hub of my glory, and my sustaining oil will pour through and bring prosperity. I will not have you dry and barren, for I have called you to be wet like a fountain oily like an olive garden. For I am your source, and you will never run dry as you fix your eyes on me. And O Canada, as the sun scorches hotter, you, my love, must learn to put roots down deep into the streams of living water. For I have called you to bear fruit, healing fruit for the nations, but your roots must press past the rocky ground of the Canadian Shield into the living springs. You must press your roots hard against the rocky shield, for the streams of the deep will nourish you. And it must be so. Persevere, oh, Eastern Canada, break through the hard ground. Persevere, oh, Northern Canada, for I am bringing a thaw from your hard, long winter, and you will feel the thaw in the tundra, and the large trees will grow with deep roots, oaks of righteousness in the tundras of Canada again. Press your roots down deep, O Southern Canada. Extend to the south. Hold hands with your brothers in the south, for I will extend your borders, your ministry borders, for the shield is breaking. And you must hold hands with your southern partners, the USA and Mexico. The region is shifting, and you must hold hands to withstand the tremor. For I am breaking open the fountains of the deep, and there will be great refreshing. And that's on the back of another word he gave me a few months back about as God begins to break open the Canadian Shield, which for those of you who don't know, in Canada, especially in Eastern Canada, the ground is like rock, like it's slabs of deep, deep rock. A lot of people don't have gardens in certain parts of Canada because it's literally rocky ground. And I felt like the Lord was also speaking over, a lot of prophets have sensed and discerned a shield above that needed to be broken, and God is breaking it. It has been breaking over the last few months. When Emma Stark came, there was a shift, and God was sharing that as a lot of the SRA people actually in Canada begin to get met, that part of that shield is breaking. He told me that a number of months back, and that there would be the fire of his presence coming up out of the ground. Peg, we love you. And yes, we are holding hands with you. I so appreciate those in our southern borders that are holding hands and interceding, and God's doing stuff. God's doing stuff. So I'm going to keep this broadcast short because I don't want to add a lot to what the Lord was saying. Feel free to re-listen to it as you're meditating on what he's saying and what it means. For you that are part of Discover His Presence and you understand what God is moving into the Middle East, some of those words about the desert will be just fascinating for you. And I'm really excited. So I'm going to pause there so you can meditate on what he said and not add to it. Have an amazing day. Have an amazing God-filled, oily, Holy Spirit day. Drink from his fountains and enjoy looking into his eyes. In Jesus' name. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.